Hi guys, are you looking for an inexpensive alternative to carrying a knife other than a pocket knife? Are you looking for something that's in a sheath, possibly a boot knife, something that you can use as a secondary line of defense? Well, stick around because I'm going to be discussing the Smith Wesson HRT9B. I was looking for a secondary line of defense along with my firearm, and I was thinking about another knife. I carry a Kershaw knife in my pocket, fold knife, but I wanted to get something that is a little more concealable because I use the Kershaw as a utility knife. So I was thinking of a boot knife, and since I do wear boots, and I did a little research, and I have decided on the Smith Wesson HRT9B knife, fixed blade knife. Comes in a sheath with the clip down here. It can either be worn on a belt or your boot. It's an inexpensive knife. It's not one of the higher end knives, but I am not going to call it cheap by any means because it's very well constructed. The sheath is very well constructed as well as the knife. And let me just show you some of the features this knife has here. As I said, it has a very stiff clip for the belt. It can be on the belt or your boot. Don't think this is going to have much play if it's on your boot at all, and you may have a little trouble putting it on your belt because it is such a tight fit, so you may have to work with that. It has a thumb release right here. I'm just going to use my finger to release, pull the blade out, and here you are. You've got a dagger, more or less a dagger. As you can see here, it says HRT Smith & Wesson. The dimensions or the specs on this knife actually, tip to end is roughly about, overhaul length is about 9 inches, between 770 and 9 inches. I'm seeing two different specs on this, and I believe the 9 is if it's in the sheath itself. The blade itself is 4.75 inches, constructed of high carbon black anodized steel, dual edged, not razor sharp, not meant to be. This is a defensive weapon, not a utility knife. You can hone this blade down and make it sharper if you like, but again, this is not designed as a utility knife. You can open boxes and stuff like that with it, but that's not its main purpose. Like I said, you've got the HRT imprinted on the blade itself. You've got the model number on the back of the blade here. Black anodized with the groove right here is the blood groove, as they call it. The handle is a TPE handle with the grooves to make sure you have adequate grip strength when your hands are sweaty or wet. TPE actually stands for thermoplastic elastomer, which is the mixture of, or actually a composite of rubber and plastic, so you're actually getting the best of both worlds for this handle. It's designed, like I said, for slip resistance. I don't have a large hand. I've got a medium-sized hand, and it fits nicely in this hand. It's also, you can use this as a throwing knife as well. I'm not going to demonstrate this here because I'm not going to throw this at my wall and mess up my wall. The weight itself of the knife itself comes in at about 4.3 ounces, but in the sheath, you're looking at about 6.4 ounces. Not a bad weight at all. And the sheath itself is very well made out of leather. It's got strong stitching. It's smooth on the outside, so it's not going to be cutting into you anywhere. So it's basically a very well made sheath and a very well made knife, and very good for the price. You can't beat the price. It's well made. It's just well made, just less expensive. One of the lesser expensive knives that Smith & Wesson puts out. So, if you're looking for a boot knife or a knife in a sheath to put on your belt, I'd probably go ahead and do a little research on this. And it's been out for a while. It's nothing new. It's just my new toy. Check it out, Smith & Wesson's site. They got some specs down there, some more information. They also have a wide variety of other knives there. So go ahead and check that out. My new toy. Thinking about a boot knife? You know, I highly recommend this creature right here. Well, thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, and be sure to subscribe and click that little bell where you get notified of future videos. I plan on putting some more out there. And until next time, be safe out there.